Hello, my name is Vladimir Tatabayev, and today we're taking a deeper dive into the Delta SkyMiles American Express Platinum. So we're going to break this video down into 4 sections. We're going to do the unboxing, the perks and benefits, requirements, and then we're going to follow it all up with my overall thoughts on the credit card. As always, I attach timestamps down at the bottom to make things easier. Feel free to hop around. Let's dive right into it. Time to unbox the Delta SkyMiles American Express Platinum card. I've had this card for around a week now. I haven't opened it yet. It has this nice little embedded Delta symbol. Let's flip it over to see what's on the back. Nice little runway. It's a travel card, obviously, so kind of cool little detail. I'm going to try to open this as ASMR as possible, but I doubt my clumsy hands are going to do this well. Alright. Cool, so showing all the airports. I like that little detail. American Express has really good attention to detail. Actually, this boxing experience is very similar to the American Express Platinum as well as the American Express Gold. Alright, let's see what's inside. I'm going to try to hide my details as much as I can. Ooh, that's pretty. Comes with this little rope to open up the details on the bottom, but welcome to more rewarding travel. Let's take the card out here. I'm going to try not to show the back for now. There it is. Solid metal. Okay. Let's see what's in the box. Your new card has arrived. Lift up this tab to confirm your card and explore your benefits. Alright, let's see what we have here. So a little rope here, little string to pull it open. I'm going to put this to the side for a second. Alright, unlock more trips with your card. This is just getting signed up and ready to access your account. Let's see what else we got. So I assume we're going to go over the details of all of the actual perks and benefits of this card, but I assume that this is related to the Companion Pass. Yep, there you go, Companion Certificate. So enjoy a domestic main cabin round trip with your Companion Certificate each year upon renewal. That's kind of cool. Make travel more rewarding. 3x back on Delta vacations and Delta flights, and then 3x back on hotels. Probably credit for dining. Yep, 2x miles at restaurants and supermarkets. It's probably the benefits of actually having the Delta card for Delta flights. Yep, first checked bag free, priority boarding, TSA pre-check. Yep. MQD waiver. This is just to help you get to your flight status quicker with a certain annual spend. And then obviously using your miles to purchase flights and other perks. I'm pretty sure this is because you could share. Yeah, nice. All right. So really cool unboxing experience, very premium. I really like that a lot. Inside of here is all of the actual credit details. I'm not going to flip this over because my information is there, but all of that information is inside the box as well. All right, I'm going to pause for a second, come back, tape this up, and we'll dive into the actual card. So really quick, I figured I'd take out the American Express Platinum and Gold and compare it to the Delta SkyMiles Platinum. It is the same weight, same density and material, which is really nice. It's a premium feeling card. It's the same as the Gold. Small minor detail, but I know some people really like how metal cards feel in their hand, so it is nice to mention that this is comparable to all of the metal American Express cards. All right, great. Let's dive into the perks and benefits of the card. So, firstly, one thing to note here is that this is a Delta SkyMiles card that's partnered with American Express. So, unlike the American Express card, you're not going to have MR points, but you're rather going to have SkyMiles, right? So, a SkyMile is usually valued at 1.3 cents per mile. Now, this does range from the lower end being 1 cent per mile all the way to the upper end being 2 cents per mile, depending on how you optimize your card. So, I traditionally see it at 1.3 cents per point, but let's just do an example. Let's say you have 100,000 points. I'd equate that to approximately $1,000 in Delta value, all the way up to $2,000 in Delta value. Your mileage may range depending on how you optimize, but I'd say the best way to optimize is either to look for reward travel or go through some of the travel partners listed here. I'm not going to go over them too much because there's an extensive list. You could really optimize, and I don't really think you should be getting 1 cent per mile. I really think you should be getting at least 1.3 cents per mile, which leads me into the next point. The intro bonus to this card is really phenomenal. Right now, I think it's 90,000 Sky Miles with a minimum spend of $3,000 within 3 months. So 90,000 Sky Miles, again, is going to be $900 to $1,800 in value. I think that's a really good perk, considering that the traditional intro bonus is 50,000 Sky Miles. Now, I think this offer is expiring August 24th, but I've seen it come and go. It's not the first time I've temporarily seen it, but if you are to apply, I definitely wait for that offer to come up. So let's actually dive into how to get the Sky Miles and what perks this card offers outside of the intro bonus. So the rewards for the dollar spend is as follows: 3x miles on Delta purchases, 3x miles on purchase made directly at hotels, 2x miles at restaurants worldwide, 2x miles on US supermarkets, and 1x miles on all other eligible purchases. Okay, so definitely not the best categorical miles per dollar spent that we've seen, especially for a premium level card. I'd say something like the American Express Gold is far superior in this regard, but Delta does offer a bunch of travel perks in order to mitigate this. So here's the travel perks of this card. Firstly, you're going to receive a companion certificate once per year upon renewal of your card, which allows a companion to take one free domestic round-trip main cabin flight. If you wanted to, you could really optimize this by going cross-country. Next, you get free checked bags on every Delta flight. Typically, a checked bag is around $30 per flight, so let's say you take a round trip, you could save $60. Additionally, you get free global entry or TSA pre-check, which is pretty much just expedited domestic airport security. I would definitely recommend the global entry as that includes the TSA pre-check. This is an awesome benefit if you frequently fly, and it stays with you for 5 years. So even after termination or cancellation of this card, you can maintain your TSA or global entry. Next, there's an MQD waiver after spending $25,000 on the card, which just gets you closer to that Medallion status tier on Delta. Each tier has their own perks, and I'll link it down below if you guys want to read more about that. Then you receive Main Cabin 1 priority boarding, 20% on in-flight purchases, and a $39 per person rate for Delta Sky Lounge access. There's also miscellaneous benefits that I'm listing on the right here, like travel insurance, phone insurance, and baggage insurance. And since this is an American Express card, you get AMEX offers, which are just random offers that allow you to save money in various vendors. For reference, I recently purchased a GoPro, and there was an offer to spend $200 plus on GoPro, receive $40 back. There's other offers like spend $7.99 on Disney Plus and get $7.99 back up to 6 times, which is pretty much just Disney Plus for 6 months free. Okay, so definitely a lot of great travel perks. I especially like the companion certificate. I feel like a lot of travel cards at this price point don't offer that, and you could save a lot of money, especially if you're going cross-country. Like I live in New York. If I travel with my partner to California, that could save me a pretty penny from $500 to $600 in main cabin. Additionally, if you travel frequently, you could save on the checked bags. Obviously, $60 round trip is, it adds up over time. And another perk that I really like that you shouldn't sleep on is that $39 lounge access. Oftentimes with premium cards like the American Express Platinum, you get lounge access, but you have to pay, a $700 annual fee. Now, I don't always even get to go to the lounge, especially if my flights are very back-to-back and very fast-paced. So sometimes when your flight gets canceled, it's nice to have the opportunity to go to a lounge and get that customer support and customer service and get that food. So having the option to pay isn't actually that bad of a deal, in my opinion. I feel like you're saving money by having the option to pay than just paying up front like the American Express Platinum, which costs, $750 annually. So definitely a good perk, and would highly recommend. Great, now that we talked about the perks and benefits, let's dive into the requirements. The requirements for this card are fairly simple. All you need to do is pay a $250 annual fee, and you need a credit score of around 660 to 850. Now, obviously, if you have a 660, you're probably not going to get accepted for this card. But there are exceptions. I was one of those exceptions, I think. When I applied for this card, I had a 665, and I know that's crazy, but it was with good reason. I put an annual taxable income of $110,000, and I did get accepted. So there are exceptions on the lower end, but I wouldn't apply for it unless you have a stable income and a very low debt to income ratio. Alright, you made it to the end. I know I talk a lot, so I'm going to try to keep my overall thoughts nice and brief. I really think there's only 3 reasons you need this card. First one, if you have the introductory bonus of 90,000 miles, that's a no-brainer. I think that pays the card off itself 4 times. So if you have that bonus, it seems like a really, really easy justification to get this card, especially if you're traveling within the year. Second, you travel with Delta a lot. So you're really flying with them frequently and you're trying to get their tier statuses and you spend a lot, then I would justify this card. Third, I would say if you're traveling with a partner, it's also a benefit to get this card because that companion pass, especially if you're traveling, cross country, could save you quite a few dollars. Now, other than those 3 reasons, I think the perks and benefits of this card are not worth the annual fee for the most part. Outside of that companion certificate, I find this card very hard to justify compared to other cards. Even something like the American Express Gold, which isn't necessarily a travel card, but transfers to Delta partners, might be way more worth it, especially when it comes to points per dollar spent. So do I recommend this card for everyone? No. But if you fall under the 3 criteria that I mentioned prior to this, definitely get this card. Thanks for sticking around. If you liked what you saw and want to learn more about credit cards and finance, leave a like down below and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.